All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Eka Korash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Stone. Shalom to the elect wishing Israel in truth and in sincerity. With the hope of receiving mercy of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai is the name of his only begotten Son. The so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites according to the prophecies that are written in the scriptures. I want to make it known that the RFID microchip is the MOTB. The serpent juice is the precursor to the MOTB. Yahweh Shai, whom dwelling merely called Jesus, is about to make his return upon the earth to deliver his elect and to pour out judgment as it is written. So, as we here at GMS have said countless times, it's going to be more evident in the times that we're coming in which this, what do I call it, transition phase that you're in right now, moving from a cash-based society to a digital economy. And this transition will come with certain effects, and just go and scroll through the tube, and one of them, what do I call them, JCA, they throw up a lot of videos. And throw up a video concerning Elon Musk, and you're supposed to know, if I'm saying Elon Musk, you're supposed to know Neuralink is coming next, what they're doing, to better people life, as they would say it. And that's just to the simple, because the simple I gotta say these things and I gotta be moved by these miracles that are being done. So this is Psalm 64 verse 1. It said, to the chief musician, a psalm of David, hear my voice, O God, in my prayer preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shot their arrows evil bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquity. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. And this is an example of them searching out iniquity, of them accomplishing a diligent search.
Now, it may sound like the stuff of science fiction, but a paralyzed man from Arizona has had a microchip implanted in his brain that allows him to control a computer with his thoughts. Noland Arbor was injured in a diving accident, but now, after years of being totally dependent on others, Noland says his life is transformed.
Welcome back, everyone. We've all seen movies like The Matrix, which show characters who can blur the line between man and machine. In our current reality, some are on the same journey, putting technology inside of their bodies with microchips. But how high are the risks, and what are the rewards? And what could this mean for our collective future?
In an instant, Nolan's life changed, and the most basic tasks were not doable.
You just have sort of no control, no privacy, and it's hard. And you just have to learn that you have to rely on other people for everything.
But 8 years on, Noland became the first person to get this brain device from Neuralink, a US neurotechnology firm whose founder is Elon Musk.
I just imagine the sensation or what it might look like to wiggle my fingers, something along those lines, and I could get the cursor to move. Now I could actually control my computer with just my thoughts.
A handful of other companies have also developed and implanted similar chips. So how do these brain chips work?
The device is sitting in the motor region of the brain. It's picking up when someone's thinking about tapping their fingers. It can create what we call a digital motor output. And that's what's being used with a computer directly to click on things.
Back in Arizona, Noland hopes his brain power means a fulfilling future.
When you guys come together every year, what is the big wish list item that you all hope to one day make?
The thing everyone wants is Neuralink. It's frustrating because it's out there, but we don't know how it's built. So if Elon was willing to open source all of his stuff like we do, that'd be great. It works on the premise that your brain's electrical signals can interface with a computer's electrical signals. That is the dream. That is the Johnny Mnemonic, everyone's favorite movie in biohacking.
Upload begins when you press here.
Or uploading information like in the Matrix.
What was it? I know Kung Fu.
There's definitely potential.
In real life transhuman hacker himself, Len No joins us. Len,
thank you for having me.
I've got a quick question to just kick things off. Why?
Well, that's usually the big question. It actually started with the concept of why not?
Okay.
So, to be honest, this was more of a progression. You don't live a pretty normal, vanilla life and then just wake up one morning and say, wow, today's the day I'm going to start shoving microchips in my arms.
Yeah.
So for me, it was more of a progression. I started with tattoos, got into standard body modifications, piercings.
Standard
augmentation.
I've got a tattoo. Does that mean I'm going to get chipped up?
Well, that depends. You know, if you're fortunate enough to get it, you never know.
Oh my! What can you run us through your setup? Is that
What are the specs?
Yeah, what implants do you
I'm
have?
one of the few people that actually comes with my own hardware list. So this would actually be the largest one.
Whoa! That looks like a Jats cracker. Is that right?
Jazz, what is it?
This is an NFC and RFID implant. So.
Hey man, as well as possible, say. James was always right, yo. But due to the fact that this is not being mandated, them can't see it. But don't worry. Just wait. Let's go back straight into the scripts. This is Revelation 13, verse 14. No, I'm gonna start at verse 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. And that's why we always say it here, yo, that we are in the second leg of the Roman Empire. Verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And we have been saying this for quite a while now. You're just going to the words, going to the word mark there, and we have done this so much time. But just for edification purposes, I'm just gonna make a quick run through. So for those that have never going to the word mark. So I go up to the Greek word charagma. Which means to scratch or itching, that is stamped. Badge of servitude, And this is what he saw I'm giving you, that badge of servitude. And that's why I love my I'm not gonna do. I'm gonna go into the blue letter Bible. Alright, so going to the word charagman, as I just going to it. So we're going to the root word for charagman, which root word is charax, which means to sharpen to a point. It's a pale or a stake or a palisade, and this represents the instrument that is gonna be used to pierce the skin. So you're going to the root word for that word, charax, which you go to the Greek word grapho. And when you go to just going to the point, number 2b meaning, it's to commit to writing things not to be forgotten. Write down, record, and this is going to be your information, yo. Whether you want to be your banking information, your medical information, your biometric information, these are going to be the things that are going to be stored on your chip, because your chip is going to be a new identity in this new world order. Out here they're using the NIDs to gather these so-called Jamaicans information to one day it was stored on an RFID microchip, yo. This is what's coming. Whether you want to believe it yes or no, this is what's coming now. And this is just a snippet that they're putting out now of what's to come. So let's continue listening.
Cracker, is that right?
It does. What is it?
This is an NFC and RFID implant, so this allows me to actually interface to the same technologies on your cell phones that you use to tap to pay with. I can also use it to get into physical restrictions like your badging system in this beautiful building. I could skim one of your cards, write it down to one of my implants, and just walk up and open the door.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
But when you say that, right,
So you notice how them speak. Wow. Scripture does say what? The great wonders, yo. Although them out there promote it, they're in a maze. Same way. Good way Esau promised with this technology, yo. Can make the lame be able to walk again. You see me? The cripple. Those that we can't move different part of them body can hear again, even to see again. And these are going to be some of the miracles that Esau going to use to deceive the minds of the simple, yo. And that's what it is written in, I want to say, 2 Corinthians 3 verse 4. Say, for our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the glorious gospel of our Mashiach should shine unto them. This is what you're witnessing now, yo.
if you skim the card, then how are you entering that
I
information?
need an additional tool, but most of the time I can get away with just...
When you say additional tool, you mean a computer?
No, most of the time I mean my cell phone. I can actually program these on the fly.
Really? Sorry, so what you're saying is you can walk into a secure building, like, say, this one, and just find your way in.
Yep.
With your cell phone and your
I wouldn't bring the cell phone with me.
You just do that just by...
I would skim the card. Like, hypothetically, you have amazing staff here that are just lovely people, but I've watched them sit there and badge in. If I was able to skim one of those cards, I would leave this building, write it down to one of the implants, leave all of my cell phones, all my electronics outside, and I would basically walk into your building.
Okay.
If I was caught, the fact that these are inside my body actually gives me protection under medical privacy laws to the point where the authorities can't even ask me about them.
Oh, we need to change those laws. Okay, hang on. All right, okay. I get this. I get you saying you're using it for good.
Yes, sir.
What I don't get is why any human should be allowed to have that capability.
Well, the ability for self-experimentation, it goes all the way back to Isaac Newton. So a lot of the greatest medical benefits that we've actually have in the modern age were originally started by people experimenting on themselves.
But I do believe that we are very early in that science. We are still learning about how the brain works in general. So the idea that a brain-computer interface, something that you would implant into the brain, can reveal these benefits, I think it would be really difficult because there's so much that we don't know.
When it comes to Neuralink, though, the grassroots level, the level where the grinders are, there's a lot of concern about putting something inside the brain that will be collecting information directly from your body in such an intimate way, that technology being owned and operated by some kind of external entity is a source of profound concern.
I feel like the first people that can afford implants are going to be the millionaires. And a lot of the reason why the grinders do what they do is so that the technology can be for everyone.
Grinding and biohacking is so invested in the DIY model because it puts the technology and the information in the hands of the makers to share their vision of the future.
I genuinely believe that a lot of what's going on here helps trans people, disabled people, elderly people in the rest of the world. Because we're thinking about, okay, what is it like when your body...
Hey man, this world gots to go. Gots to go. You know? As you can see, these are the type of people them where desire to see this take place one day, you know? But them don't understand what this really means. And we're just watching it, declaring the words as Yahweh Shimei Shai have given us here. And he said that I was supposed to eat this roll and go and speak unto the house of Israel. In Ezekiel 3 verse 17, the Lord said we are the watchmen. And we're out there warning you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans that the RFID microchip that they're promoting, it is the MOTB. If they want to believe this or no, it's coming. So what I don't want to say, Kalalal, the Awo, Bashima Shai, Bashima Kodash, Shalom.